Welcome back to the GSL. I'm Tasteless, with me is Artosis. We saw two games that I honestly did not expect to look quite like that.
Yeah. There goes our predictions, man.
Yeah, not exactly what I expected.
Thought it was going to be the greatest match of the night.
I thought the Protoss would be a little bit better.
Yeah, we've seen some of those other matches.
Yeah, that was painful.
Yeah.
So hopefully the other games will be a little bit better. We're sorry about that. You got to practice these strategies inside and out. I mean, that just seems like something. I don't know if San Zenith was too stressed or whatever. He's done well before, so.
Yeah, I
don't know. That was weird. I was just backstage. Everybody's just like, "Whoa, what happened in that game?"
Yeah.
So, oh well. The show must go on.
Dude, he's going to have red ears when he rewatches those VODs later.
Ugh.
But next, we have a ZVZ. We haven't seen many of those in the GSL.
I know. This is going to be cool.
I'm not exactly sure if there was any ZVZs while we were gone, but we've only had one in Season 1, so this is my second GSL ZVZ match. I hope it's better than the first, because in the first, one guy did not know how to play ZVZ. So we have some players here. Leenock.
Yeah.
I played him several times on the ladder. I can't remember his style ZVZ. I'm sorry. I'm very tired. Just got back from BlizzCon.
Yeah, we're a little jet-lagged.
Against next Suhoshin, who actually really impressed me in his match last week that we commentated against Free DSL Wera. He just played very well. It was one of the better Zergs that I've seen on the GSL. So I'm leaning a little bit towards next Suhoshin, but we're going to have to see. I want to see what kind of styles these guys have. It's pretty interesting.
ZVZ is pretty interesting because, it can be very Baneling-centered early on.
Yeah.
Which means you got to be very good at controlling those Banelings, because one Baneling could kill, 5 of his Banelings, or a dozen of his Zerglings, or a bunch of drones. So it's kind of tough. It's sort of turned into what Zerg vs. Zerg was early on in StarCraft I.
Yeah.
Well, actually, throughout StarCraft I, where it's like a little bit harder to tech.
Yeah, but
not as narrow, but still.
Right now in the matchup, I feel like it's better than StarCraft I ZVZ. Because,
StarCraft I was so narrow as far as the decisions
it was extremely narrow. But ZVZ in this game, as I think we're going to see, normally you do open with those Banelings, but nowadays you can live through it almost no matter what if you're a good player. But here we have Leenock on our left there, next to Suhoshin on our right, and right down the middle we have round of 32 second match.
Oh my God. Should be a pretty exciting game. No matter what, if you're a Zerg player, it's going to be a good moment for you to see some good Zerg vs. Zerg openings.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Both these guys are ranked private. Still got to figure out what that means.
It's their first GSL, I guess. Well, actually, Leenock took out Legal Mind Zenith 2-0 in the last round, which we missed while we were at BlizzCon. So
that's no small victory there.
Yeah, no, Legal Mind's a good player. So props to Leenock. Quite a good Zerg, I'm sure.
Pretty solid.
Can't wait to see it. And, a lot of people ask me about ZVZ Online, and I always tell them, practice the Baneling build.
Yeah,
and I'd like to just address that just a little bit, because a lot of people get confused about that. The Baneling build is completely robust. Look, Scrap Station, Melopolis, Steps of War, all good maps for the Baneling build, as is almost every single map. It can turn into anything else.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at the maps now. We're going to pull that up on our screen. Oh, we already got that. Excuse me, we have a new setup here. My brain is not working right now.
No, it's not, Basis. That's okay, though.
Here are some of the fans in the audience, as you can see. We've got some non-Koreans here. Want to say hi to them between the games. By the way, it was so good to say hi to you guys at BlizzCon, those of you who were there.
That was so fun.
That was so fun.
Totally enjoyed it.
All the people that watch our show are really cool.
Yeah,
and
the coolest, man.
The coolest people ever. I'll have to say hi to those guys down there. If you ever do come to the GOMTV studios, it is free entry. Come down here. It's not a big studio, so we'll see you. We'll come say hi and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we're happy to do it. And, of course, anybody can participate in the GSL. You don't have to be like a member of an organization. You have to be in a team. You just have to be able to come out to Korea, and we'll make sure that you get your games played, and you could be famous. You could make $87,000.
Yeah, maybe. But more likely not.
Unless you face Fruit Dealer.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, GSL, great tournament. Yeah. We're in the round of 32.
Yeah.
We have a lot of matches to do. A lot of matches coming up. StarCraft II. Wow. Great game.
Such a good game. I love the patches Blizzard's been making. I think they've been doing a pretty good job of slowly steering the game to the right direction. No patch changes too dramatic or anything like that.
Totally agree with you, Tasis.
So it's pretty awesome. Well, the players are ready. So we're going to get this game going pretty soon here. What should we expect to see on a map like Scrap Station?
I'm saying someone is going to go 14 hatchery. Perhaps both of them go 14 hatchery. It's very hard to do Zergling rushes around this map. And if you do something like a 6 pool or any other early pool, a straight-up Baneling build will destroy you. So
let's get ready for this game on Scrap Station. Coming up here in just a minute.
Oh, my. It is loading.
It is loading. In the red, controlling the right side of the map, down to the south, we have our Zerg player. They call him
Leenock.
Up here, our other Zerg player, one of the only Zerg vs. Zergs we've seen at the GSL. It should be pretty cool. I think it's going to be pretty exciting. This guy is
Suhoshin.
All right. So
on this map, you can get pretty close to each other right away with the Overlord, so you do get to scout. You get to this base down here before they get a queen out. So that's pretty critical as far as the timing of the game actually goes.
Very true. Now both players getting their Overlords, so no really quick pools. Oh, that's so sweet.
Overlord high five, I don't know. Go on.
They have a lot of tentacles, man.
They do.
Like a high 30. And it's really high, too, because they're in the air.
It's true. We see our red Zerg over here going for an extractor first. So he definitely wants to get that Vespian gas up pretty quickly here. Potentially for those Banelings.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's definitely for the Banelings. If you get the gas before the pool, that signals the Baneling build, because it just works out perfectly with getting speed in Banelings in a manner that you'll have the economy to support.
Throwing a few drones here into the extractor.
Semi-late spawning pool. That's going to give them a little bit more gas.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's just stylistic. Now, Suhoshin, rather, has gotten more drones and gone also for a gas-first build. So we're definitely going to see just one base, most likely Banelings off of both players here. That's just what you do when you go the gas first. If you're going Roach, they don't really cost as much gas. And Suhoshin actually going to go ahead and make his hatchery. Now that's kind of a weird and funny timing. I'll be interested to see if he tries to get speed or he just goes straight into Baneling with this opening to try to stop any early aggression from Leenock.
Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think going speed would be a wise decision. He might still do it, but getting speed first.
If you get
obviously, if this guy gets Banelings first, I mean, I don't care how fast your Zerglings are, they still get blown up.
That's very true. But sometimes with micro, that can work out. Leenock right now, very interesting. If we take a look at Leenock's base real quick,
sure thing.
He is mining gas with one drone and getting speed. And at the same time, we have Suhoshin getting speed. So they're both going to go speedlings. But Leenock, without much gas and without an expansion hatchery going up, I have no idea what he could possibly be planning. I've never seen anything quite like this. Expansion going up.
Here's the Baneling nest over here for our Blue Zerg.
Now, there's an expansion going up for Leenock. Suhoshin chasing away his lings. And you got to be careful. You don't want to lose any early ling battles.
So he's going to be forced to retreat. More lings on the way over here. This Overlord getting pretty low on HP.
Yeah, that Overlord definitely wants to get out of there. Chasing with the Queen. Get it out so it does not see as much as it wants to. And Suhoshin making a ridiculous amount of Zerglings. And we're probably just going to see him go for an all-out bust. Now, the Baneling nest of Leenock is not even halfway done at this point. And I'm a little bit surprised that Suhoshin is morphing these Banelings over here.
Yeah, I agree. Normally we'd expect to see him morphed right over here outside the other player's base.
They're very fast, slow compared to the Zerglings, so...
For a second, I thought you said they're very fat. I was like, don't you say that about them.
No, they're beautiful how they are.
The way Blizzard created them.
That's right. Now, he is going to walk across the map with these Banes, and this is the problem. You don't want your Banes to go out alone, because then this happens, where a Zergling can deal them a lot of damage, they can die.
But he's got to be very careful here. He's got his own Banelings morphing.
Now, see how late these Banelings are. If he had morphed his Banelings over on this side of the map, he'd already be up here way before. So, And it looks like Suhoshin putting a lot of pressure on Leenock here. A lot of Zerglings coming out. And this one Speedling, only kills 2 Zerglings. And things are looking okay.
This could be bad.
And here comes this Baneling, and it kills just a few Zerglings there again. And
not the most effective attack back there.
That's right. Suhoshin has to run away a little bit, and both players basically just making, for the most part, Zerglings and Banelings. Now the unit counting station, very good for this matchup. We can see 15 drones against 16 drones, and in the lead with that is, of course, Suhoshin. Making a lot of Banes right now, but here come the Banes. See, they are tightly clumped, though. He's got to be careful about that.
Oh! Looks like it's Red's turn to counterattack here. We have, 2 Banelings actually out. 1 Morphine. This should be picked off pretty easily, but he's got to be careful.
Oh,
nice.
My. 1 Baneling for 1 Zergling. That's not what you want to do. And he's going to have that happen again. You need to have your numbers high on Zerglings so that that doesn't happen. And it looks like Leenock is going to take this game quite easily.
Leen goes down. Sorry.
As soon as he marches these Banelings in here, gets a bunch of drones. Nice drone spreading, but still losing so many drones right there. That is not a good thing.
You can see more action coming up over here. Not a lot of drones.
Now, the reason Suhoshin did not have as many Zerglings is he did make a lot of drones there, so he's actually back up to even drones, but still, Leenock on the aggressive, and that's how you want to be in these Baneling battles on a wide map like this.
Here we go again. Oh!
Yeah.
So nice. That was really impressive.
Yeah, you can't have them walking so close together. Stuff like that can happen. Splash damage just really owns them up. You got to spread them out very well. And that Baneling going to go down for 1 Zergling.
This is kind of crazy.
Yeah. Quite.
Hold that thought. He's detonating. Nice spread here with the Bane's morphing in over here. And the Redlings are going to do a good job of evading.
And that Baneling wants to bait other Banelings into blowing up into it.
Oh, no, it doesn't work out.
Yeah.
Looks like they were waypointed.
Those Banelings
so
are way
much
too
action
smart for
going
him.
on there.
But more and more Banes. Just Banes dying all over the map. Neither player really adding drones, as you can see. Similar amounts of Zerglings and Banes being made. But we do have, for Leenock, a second Queen being made.
Oh. Got to be very careful. Red, the pressure's building up. He's got to be so careful. He has to protect the Morphine Banelings. Oh, whiffed it. Could have. I thought he was actually going to get both those Banes.
Wow. And so many Banes are going down for just a few Zerglings. That's really sloppy play.
Whoa, it's maybe overkill with the Banelings. He's going to need a few more Lings to bait. He's going to rush in here. There's no Banelings here to defend.
Oh, wow, look at this. There's just so many Banes being made, though. And when these pop out, they're going to be able to do a lot of damage.
Banelings chase each other just everywhere. This is completely out of control. This game's way more awesome than our previous game. Take a look up here at the drones.
Wow, there is some Zerglings in there killing more drones off. And right now we have Suhoshin down to just 12. And he is not even minding well. Look at that. 4 drones following another drone.
Those Lings were on hold position to try to draw Banelings away so that the Lings wouldn't clump up. But of course, he's multitasking a little bit too much to keep track of them. Here comes more Red Lings over here. The Baneling almost done, though.
And it looks like Leenock, he is pulling ahead. 12 drones against 16 still. And keeping on the offensive with the Zerglings. He's not using quite as many Banes now. Realizing that just about every Bane in this game is going to die to 1 Zergling.
He's out now. This Baneling can't morph. This may be GG. And there it is. GG.
Leenock takes game number 1.
Micro Machines. Damn.
That's right, man.
That was intense.
That was definitely intense. You know, these guys, it's so hard to keep all your Banelings alive. You have to react very quickly, put them on move commands constantly to stop single Zerglings from making them detonate.
Yeah.
You have to dance your Zerglings in and out of your moving Banelings. You have to spread your Banelings out just to make sure that these little single Zerglings can't come in and just destroy your Baneling numbers. They do cost gas. They're harder to get than Zerglings. That's how it goes, man. It's
pretty straightforward, to be honest. It's very hard to execute, though. Yeah. The execution of that is just so difficult. And, of course, you have to have a good sense of timing about when am I going to focus fire the Morphine Baneling with my Lings versus when do I rush past. Can I predict my opponent's movement? All that stuff. It's such a tricky matchup early on.
Yeah.
Really action-packed. You kind of have to go banelings on that map, too, because the ramp is so large. It's not a ramp you can defend really easily.
That's very true, Tasteless. You can't really see roach builds on that map. You have to go baneling in one form or another, or speedlings would just run right by your roaches, surround them early on. That's when speedlings really own roaches the most early on in the game. Your first group can actually just kill them if they go straight to roach. But it looks like it's time to start the game. Let's see. Can Suhoshin come back?
Let's find out. Game number 2 on Metalopolis ZVZ. Coming up in just a minute. I promise. Or maybe not. Maybe 2 minutes. The game is loaded. We're in it. Let's go.